Hello, dude. Breaking the silence, reclaiming dude, rewriting the story. Good afternoon, North Lauderdale. And thank you, Skirt Strong. And thank you to the city of North Lauderdale for creating this space for truth and healing. Cheryl, Share, Gordon, your courage is a lighthouse. And I'm honored to stand with you, with Vice Mayor Dee Ricketts, David Rush, our partners from Kids in Distress, and the Sheriff Broward's office, and with every survivor and ally here. I'm Ben Curtis, the founder of the Dude Nation. Some of you may remember me. Dude, you're getting Adele? Sound familiar? On the outside, I was across your TV every day for years, smiling, selling you Dell computers. But on the inside, what you don't know is I was drowning. Angry, ashamed, anxious, depressed, numbing with drugs and alcohol. So I want to be clear about who's speaking to you tonight. I'm not just Ben Curtis, this Dell dude or famous actor. I'm a 9/11 survivor. I'm also a domestic abuse survivor and a sexual abuse survivor, both a witness and a victim. I've also lived with the impact of suicide across my family, friends, and ancestors. And last week, I'm proud to announce that I celebrated 13 years sober. I say all this because cycles can break, and that's what tonight is about. The silence I inherited. See, my family carried both love and violence. I was the son of a preacher man and the father of a wonderful school teacher and French scholar. But my dad's mom beat him with a switch, cut from the yard. He was often neglected and sometimes beaten and shamed. And that pain didn't just disappear, it traveled. And one day I remember very vividly as a child, this day and many, where my dad would pull my pants down and smack me as hard as he could on the rear, saying, "This also hurts me. Try to hold still." And I would just be crying, scared of my father. So he hit me with his hands over and over. I screamed. And this didn't teach me a lesson. It taught me shame. And I carried that shame around like a secret name, and I didn't even know to call it domestic violence or abuse until I was an adult. See, here's the complicated truth. My father's also one of the most loving men I know. A preacher, a pastor, a best friend for the underdog. And because he lived shame and hurt, he rooted for the least of these. He taught me that. And he also taught me that bullies are usually hurting more than anyone knows. They're probably a victim of abuse themselves. Hurt people, but that doesn't make it okay. And on my mother's side, grief was just as loud. Her father, her best friend, died by suicide when she was just a teenager. And she carried a storm of grief and anger, and that storm lived in our home. And my dad lost his brother tragically too. Told the wrong one died. The anger in our house wasn't just one-sided, it was generational and bi-directional, coming from both lineages. So both nervous systems trying to survive what they never had words for. I was both bullied and humiliated. And without healing, I kept finding myself in relationships with women where I was also bullied, shamed, and humiliated again. Yes, affects all genders. And women can be some of those abusers too. And men are taught to stay silent. You think that if you're silent, you'll survive, but it does just the opposite. It kills you from the inside out. So that pattern I was living was choosing me until I started to choose differently. So I'm going to talk about what violence does to a body and how we change it. You see, trauma isn't just a story in your head. It's a pattern in your body. I know because I'm a chief well-being officer, I'm a grief counselor, and I work with men every day somatically around this. I've also been a meditation teacher in the schools in the Bronx where kids need to learn how to breathe. But when it's a pattern in your body, your breath gets shallow, your jaw locks, you scan the room like a soldier. How many of you can relate to me? Show of hands and look around. I can't see your hands, but I know you can see each other. See, this isn't weakness. It's your survival system stuck in on. And I know this from home and from September 11th, where I lived and I'm a survivor. After 9/11, my body kept bracing long after the sirens stopped. And when we don't have what we need, quality food, clean water, safe housing, affordable care, those stress patterns get louder. That's systematic violence. Domestic violence isn't a private matter. It's a public health crisis that shows up in classrooms, ERs, paychecks, and funerals. And there was also rage in my body. You know, that kind that makes your hands shake. You know what I'm talking about. That urge to try to make that pain stop any way possible, not because I wanted to hurt someone, because I had no safe channel for what lived inside of me. I didn't make space for it. I didn't talk about it. I didn't know how. I turned inward. See, the beautiful thing about sobriety is it taught me, at least by stopping putting drugs and alcohol in my body or stopping numbing myself, that I slowly began to love myself again. To stop abusing myself by putting these things inside, to stop numbing what needed to be naming, and to start dealing with the pain. See, the only way past it is through it. I learned that anger is a teacher, not a weapon. It says something precious was crossed. If I listen to this message and we don't use anger as a blade, it becomes a doorway to truth, to grief, to boundaries, and to repair. And that's what I've dedicated my life to at the Dude Nation. And yes, epigenetics backs up many of what we feel. Stress and violence can leave marks on how our genes express, shaping the future bodies to react to danger. So if trauma can be inherited, guess what else can be too? Healing, safe nourishment, therapy, accountability, music, movement, community, these changes at the cellular level. And this is why I started the Dude Nation and Reclaiming Dude. People think dude and think it unserious. Well, some of it's learning to take ourselves less seriously, but I also reclaimed it because the Dude Nation is a revolution of healthy masculinity. A culture, community, training ground where men actually learn nervous system tools, emotional skill, and repair. We don't teach men how to be harder. We teach men to be honest, to turn anger into a boundary, not a bruise, to turn shame into truth, not silence, and to break chains that have led our families for generations. See, healing for me isn't just sobriety and circles, it's also music. It's my band, Dirty May, with my wife. It's part of our medicine. So for a decade, we've played music together. We've continued to sing together. And it's continued to heal us and save us. So has speaking and service and raising my voice, because the opposite of violence isn't quiet, it's connection. So take a look around. See, together, we break the silence that we want to see broken in the world. If you'd like support, if you or a man in your life would like support, I want you to text the word dude right now to 646 295 5907. Text that word dude to 646 295 5907. And I will make sure that you and the man in your life get the support that you need. Now, This isn't just a nice talk or a simple plan or a sales pitch. No, I'm going to give you 3 steps to actually start to change these things from the inside out right now. Number 1, name it. Silence keeps us sick. So say one true sentence to someone safe, like, this happened and it's not okay. Number 2, body first. Eat something real. Drink clean water. Sleep if you can. Move your body to what's stuck. Healing is physical, and you can't think your way into right action. You can only act your way into right thinking. So let me say that again. You can't think your way into right action. You can only act your way into right thinking. And number 3, don't do it alone. Visit the resource table tonight. Book a coaching call with me. Join a circle. Join the Dude Nation. Contact me. Find someone afterwards tonight. Do something tonight. Text the word dude to 646-295-5907. And to the men and those who love us. Brothers, fathers, sons, uncles, partners, we are needed and we are responsible. Real strength is getting resource and supported before harm happens, not waiting to lose everything before getting help. Practice repair. Here's what that sounds like. Ladies, you'll like this, and you can practice it too. Hey, I did that. I was wrong. No justification, and here's how I will make it right. And then do the work. That's the Dude Nation. Circles, retreats, coaching, where we practice safety, truth, and accountability. We aren't chasing perfection. We are choosing practice. And lastly, to the survivors and living, not just surviving. If you're a survivor, hear me. Victim describes what happened. Survivor describes what you're doing. Surviving is a verb. Some days you roar, some days you rest. Both count. Living means your body becomes a home again, not just a crime scene. It's laughing without bracing, choosing your people and your places. Putting the oxygen mask before helping others. Loving yourself first so someone has somewhere safe to land. Filling your cup first so you have a place to pour from. See, all that future I'm describing and creating isn't for other people. It's for you. It starts with one true sentence, one safe breath, and one brave, bold ask for help. It's that simple. In a little bit, we will hold a flameless candle. The candle does not fight the dark. It reveals what's already here. Your worth, your boundaries, and your voice. For those who carry September 11th or any day that split your life into before and after, your nervous system isn't broken, it's protective. And tonight is about helping it feel safe again. Now, I wasn't able to put anything into your bags today because I couldn't be there in person. So thank you for allowing me to speak virtually. Thank you, Cher and the AV and everyone who helped make this happen today. And I want to put something in your heart instead. I'm Ben Curtis with the Dude Nation. I reclaim the word dude. And I'm inviting every man here to reclaim his life. May we trade secrecy for safety, shame for support, and cycles for choices. If trauma runs in our families, so does healing. I'm here. We're here. And let's break the silence together. Thank you.